So good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us. I'm Sarah Miller. I'm the Vice President of Marketing and Strategic Communications for the Small Business Association of Michigan. And I am pleased to welcome Jeremy Capello and Raymond Plummer, and they are here to share some great programs and incentives with DTE Energy. SBAM has been working with DTE Energy through our SBAM Energy Solutions program for several years now. And this program brings small business owners real solutions that can save you time, money, and become more energy efficient. So if at any time you'd like to schedule an energy assessment, you can find details at sbam.org/energy. We will take some questions at the end, so you can use the chat section if you're watching on Zoom, or if you're watching us live on Facebook, you can use the comment section, and we'll be moderating those and sharing them with Jeremy and Ray. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Jeremy. Thanks all.
Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. Thanks for taking the time to connect with us on our energy solutions here that we work with SBAM. And just going to start with a kind of more of a formal presentation on essentially what we have available, but I would like to reiterate that it is not that formal. If you guys have questions, as Sarah mentioned, put it in the chat window, and we would love the opportunity to hear from you guys and be able to answer some questions and kind of take you through the program. So the goal of today, really as small business owners, is just to learn about our programs. DTE has a lot of programs, and there are a lot of different things that we can do to help you. And we just kind of wanted to put this all in one place. And not only that, but make it really specific to small business customers. So everything that we're going to be reviewing today is specific to small business and anything that's in that realm. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen for a second here. I'm sorry, I'm a little fumbling on Zoom. Raymond, can you see my screen?
Yes,
okay?
I can. I can
Okay.
see the screen and the pages on the left too.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay.
So just about there. So.
Okay.
I think we just are perfect. Looking good. So
there you go, Raymond. Go ahead. Take it away.
Okay, so thank you for joining us this afternoon. We got about an hour and 15 minutes plus Q&A. I'm going to cover, as Jeremy suggested, our specific programs for small businesses. So hopefully you'll find some interesting programs there. To let you know, I've been with the company over 20 years, and my focus is on emerging technologies. So when we have new programs, new ideas to save energy, I work in the area of piloting them, validating them, and then making them available to our customers through that. So as we get into that, first of all, I'm just going to talk in the next page about DTE generally, and some of you may know we're obviously both an electric and a gas company, and you can see there on the right the map. We have quite extensive coverage throughout Michigan. We're the largest utility in Michigan, and we reach in the gas service area right up into the UP. We have an overlap area in Detroit, and then the gray area is the electric area, which reaches right up into the thumb. So we have kind of three groups of customers. Some of them we serve with both gas and electricity, but the majority are electric customers. We also have gas-only customers, 2.2 million electric customers and 1.2 million gas customers. If we go on to the next page, we also a pretty broad energy company. In addition to gas and electricity, we store gas. So we put it in the ground and serve it up, draw upon it, buying it in advance, and then selling it at the best rate possible, or supplying it at the best rate possible to manage our costs. We also operate power systems, for instance, in facilities, on-site energy management, and so on, and energy generation on-site. We have a biomass energy division that generates gas, methane gas, and pumps it into the distribution system from landfill gas. We have an energy trading group to buy energy and trade it. And then we have a host of other utilities, and you can see more about us, read more about us at our website. Okay, so with that, I'm going to hand back to Jeremy, and Jeremy and I are going to tag team a little bit, and he's going to talk about the small business platform. Thanks, Jeremy.
Yeah, thanks, Raymond. So we're just going to start by giving you guys kind of a little bit of overview of the programs that we have specific to energy efficiency at DTE. You know, a company at our size and scale, there's pretty much a program for every type of customer. So don't get too focused on, you know, all the text on the screen. Essentially what we're trying to convey here is that as a utility, we're looking to grow our programs and looking to help customers. And so what we've kind of learned over the years is that it's very beneficial to have segment or customer specific programs instead of just having one large program to kind of filter everybody through. So we're kind of going to go through basically some of these programs in very minor detail and give you guys an opportunity just to kind of learn a little bit about what type of energy efficiency programs we have available. We also have a couple of additional initiatives, which we're really excited to talk to you guys about. Raymond's going to talk a little bit about the emerging measures and our financing partners as well. But the thing to note here, which is pretty cool, we have what's called an emerging bucket, and we essentially just look for ideas and we try them for a year to 2 years and see if they're viable. And if they are, we end up incorporating them into our portfolio. So we have a couple very cool opportunities that we'd love to connect with you guys on and help you out and give you an opportunity to also work with us and kind of provide some feedback before we decide to fully commercialize the program. So more to come on that. That'll be a little bit later in the presentation. Again, just talk a little bit about what our programs are. Not to bore you guys with a lot of the data that's on the screen, but we've had our programs around since 2009. PA 295 is the legislation for the state of Michigan that essentially funded these programs. So through the course of our journey here, we've had a lot of customers participate, over 100,000 projects, and we've paid over $300 million in incentives. So there's a lot there. And the biggest thing that we like to talk about is the customer savings is over twice the amount of money that we've spent. So we know that that's a really cost-effective way to help customers is through energy waste reduction. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the small business platform. And as Raymond mentioned, I'm the lead for that. And Raymond and I work together on the same team, kind of supporting these programs for small business customers. There's some participation guidelines, and basically all this is saying is that the lights that you install have to be Energy Star compliant or DLC. Nothing crazy there. We're just looking to ensure that you guys are getting a quality product and something that's not going to burn out in a year or two. So just talk a little bit about the program and kind of why we're doing this. We recognize that this is not a one-size-fits-all approach. In fact, it's actually the opposite. And a lot of our small business owners need help. And that's what we're here for. We know that you guys are running the cash register, your HR, your accounting, you're stocking the shelves. You guys are so busy just doing day-to-day and making your business work that we understand you don't have time for this. And that's where we kind of come along. And that's the beauty of these programs. They're really meant to give you a contact to work with one-on-one to help with your energy needs. So don't get too bogged down on paperwork or applications, or I don't know what to do or who to call or where to start. We definitely have a solution for you. And just to reiterate, we work directly with Sarah and with Kyle at SBAM on this entire program. So it is available to you at no cost. So I would strongly encourage you to definitely start with an audit. And again, we'll kind of go into a little bit of those steps. So talking about what the program is and kind of how it works. So really it's meant to provide some awareness of what energy efficiency is, and as well as some education on best practices for either replacing your existing equipment or purchasing new equipment. As a utility, we want to be in the front of your mind when it comes to getting assistance. So That's the reason why we do these programs, is to really help educate you guys and help all of us, because it's going to help you guys save energy, and it's going to help reduce our load on our substations and equipment. And we also have new this year some self-service channels, which is pretty cool. And Raymond's the lead on this, and he's been doing a killer job on it. We have a marketplace, so that's pretty cool. You guys can go online, you can shop at your own pace. Your DTE customer, they'll validate your address, and you get the product sent right to your house, and you get the instant discount. It's great. It's an easy way for you to get engaged with the program without really having to spend a lot of time, energy, or effort. So we'll talk a little bit about that. But the reason why I'm here to talk to you guys is about the last bullet here, which is the on-site energy assessments and incentives. And so that's basically our program and kind of how that works. So we'll go a little bit into that. Basically, the steps that are on the screen, it is that straightforward, that easy. As I mentioned, there's a no-cost assessment. It's complimentary. It's not going to cost you anything. We will come out, and we're going to assess the equipment that you have on your property. And we'll be able to recommend this is the best replacement for energy efficiency equipment. And to be honest with you, in some cases, it's not cost effective for you to replace the equipment, or or maybe it's a large project, but either way, we're there to help you, and we'll tell you that when we come out. So we really stress the importance of doing the assessment, because Kyle and our energy assessment team will come right out to your business and basically write a custom report to create an energy plan for you. So this is really, really interesting from that perspective, that the utility is willing to come out complimentary and provide not only an energy guide, but also some upgrades. And most customers will qualify for these upgrades. If you have something like screw-in light bulbs, thermostats, pipe wrap, shower heads, anything like that we can see and get to that doesn't require somebody with electrical expertise, we're going to swap it out free of cost. So again, I can't stress this enough. For you just to call, schedule an appointment, the worst thing that's going to happen is they'll create a report and a plan. And then you can move on to that third step, which is working with a registered trade ally. And so that's really the beauty of the program is if you don't have a trade ally or a contractor, or you do, we can work with an existing one. So we have a whole group of contractors specific to the geographic area. If you need help with an electrical issue, an HVAC issue, a mechanical issue, we have people on staff and dedicated to come out to our program to help you and provide a rebate for that. So again, just really can't stress enough the importance of kind of how this is going to work past SBAM and DT kind of visiting. So again, what we're going to do is, we have a closed network, and all that means is we manage the contractors ourselves. So right now we have about 15 to 20 trade allies that work with DTE on a daily basis. We train them, and they're up to speed on everything that goes on in our program. They would work with you to determine what your incentive would be. They'll come out, fill out the application for you, and do the install. So it's as easy as just saying yes. And you'll have a trade ally out there kind of getting the work done, and really not have to do anything if you don't want to. Again, if you do have a maintenance person or you have an electrician on staff, we'll work with you. We can help you fill out the application, or we'll do it for you, just to make sure that you can get a rebate on that. So I always say, just ask. And my contact information on here, and you'll have the information on the program, but you never know if you don't ask, and you'd be surprised what kind of rebates we offer and what you could qualify for. So just to give you guys a quick example, nothing, again, I know there's a lot of data on the screen, but this was a restaurant that we went and visited, and turns out they had some inefficient lighting. We installed some aerators and pipe wrap when we were there, and we converted all of their interior and exterior fixtures to LED. In this case, the payback period was 1.5 years. So again, these are the types of outcomes that we're aiming for, these no-brainer type situations that are going to pay itself off, typically 1 to 4 years. So in this case, this is a great opportunity to kind of get engaged with the program and provide a little bit more of that payback period, and try to work with a trade ally so they can give you the best available rebate and the best available equipment. So I just want to pause here for a second. unfortunately, I can't see the chat on my other screen, but Sarah's going to share these slides with you guys. So if you can't scribble this down fast enough, don't worry about it. Best thing that I can tell you to do would be to go to dtsmallbusiness.com. That's a fantastic website. You can actually schedule your assessment right online. You can fill out a form. Somebody from our program will reach directly out to you. Again, I just really want to stress the burden is really on us. It's not on you guys. And we want to help make these programs as easy to participate in and understand as possible. So that's the general small business program. Kind of as I mentioned earlier, we're starting to work on some of our smaller programs and start to stand up some of these very targeted or vertical market specific programs. So the next program I'm going to talk to you guys about is called Find and Fix. And it's for the gas. And essentially what this is around replacing your failed steam traps. This is a very similar program to our other one. We're going to come out, we're going to do a no-cost audit for you, and then we're going to give you a rebate of $250 for each steam trap that you guys replace. Again, it's you know, depending on how you use steam traps. Our most common customer is a dry cleaner or a commercial launderer, but you know, in this case, again, just stressing the ease of how to work on the program. And it's this easy. Call, schedule an assessment with us. We'll come out, we'll replace the steam traps, and then we'll basically provide an incentive for you to do that. And again, the beauty of this program is we can work with your maintenance people, or we have our own contractor network if you don't know how to get started. So you know, really kind of going through some of the benefits. You know, replacing your steam traps can be more of a preventative maintenance feature sometimes. And really for dry cleaners, most of them do have steam traps that are leaking. And what that means is your other systems the other steam traps are working harder. So your system's not as efficient. You know, you don't want to have the garments that you're dry cleaning have added extra moisture in there. So again, kind of going back to what we're here for, which is to service you guys. We work with you on your off hours. We don't want to come in during your busiest day of the week and shut your whole system down. We'll come out at 2 in the morning on a Saturday night. It doesn't matter to us. So let us know how we can help you. And this is the information for the steam program. So again, this is just replacing your steam traps. And this is called Find and Fix for the gas side. And now I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about compressed air. And this is exactly the same approach, but on the electric side. So the deal with this one is we're going to come out, we're going to do a fully funded leak survey. So we're going to go through your whole property. We're going to determine where are the leaks in your compressed air system. And as long as you fix 50% of the leaks, we're going to pay for that survey. And then we're going to pay you an incentive to replace sometimes nozzles or anything on the system that's leaking. But again, we're going to identify with that. This chart looks a little familiar, right? So again, this is the same process. Schedule an audit with us. We'll come out, take stock of what's there, submit the application for you. And then basically you're going to get a rebate check. And just to kind of stress some of the importance of why you'd want to do this, kind of similar to steam traps. Really, that first bullet point is what I think most about, especially going through what we've been through over the past year. We don't want to take your business offline and create any more problems that already exist in the environment today, whether that's, you know, political in nature or customers or just business is slow. You know, the last thing we would want to do is take revenue away from you. So again, just really want to focus on reducing your operating costs and making your systems as efficient as possible. And this is just another one of those programs that we're kind of trying out to see if there are a lot of people who would participate in it or who don't. But again, just kind of know that we're working really hard over here to help deliver programs to specific sets of customers. And so these two Find and Fix programs are kind of right there along those lines. So this is the compressed air program. Again, this is a website just for you to go to. You can kind of learn a little bit more information kind of about that. Don is not on this call, but Don is the program lead. And here are the phone numbers and contact information for that. Again, you guys will receive this deck, so no need to try to scribble this down. But just kind of know that there's contact information in here. So if you guys need help, you can reach out to Raymond and myself. And to be honest with you, we might not be the end all be all, but we will gladly help direct you where is best for you to go kind of within our group of programs. And I just want to stress that if you guys have a billing question, something doesn't look right, please, please, please reach out to Kyle, reach out to myself, reach out to Raymond. We are here to help, and we're here to do this together, and we don't want you guys having any confusion or any difficulty participating in these programs. So I will pass it over to Raymond now, and he's going to talk a little bit about our emerging measures. So again, this is a really cool kind of initiative that we have going on at DTE, where we set aside money and funding to work on kind of these ideas that we have, whether it's from a customer, whether it's from a contractor, but we use this specific set of programs to try things out, see if it works, and then if it works, we'll kind of expand it and grow to a program. So really excited to have Raymond kind of share with you guys what's going on in our emerging platform.
Great. Thanks, Jeremy. That's a terrific setup. Just to reiterate what Jeremy said, those assessments are free. There's no cost for those. So that's a great opportunity to learn. Even if you don't do anything, it's a no-risk opportunity to learn and to explore what kind of incentives are available. You will be surprised at how many people implement initiatives and don't take advantage of our programs. And that really breaks our heart. Jeremy and myself work really hard to share the dollars, the incentives that we can provide you. So just to take some of the cost element out of those. And so really, the assessment is a great approach. I'm going to talk about a little bit more on the self-serve side now, programs, some of which include assessments, but some are more things that you would typically do at your own business, kind of like a typical residential customer would in their own home. So the first program I'm going to talk about, there's a list there of maybe 9 or 10, but I'm going to dive into the first one, which is the Business Energy Report. We have 60,000 customers on this database, and these customers are receiving on a bi-monthly basis a business energy report. We call it your energy performance report, and it really does assess and present the usage that the customer has, and then it provides specific solutions for their type of business as to how they might save energy, and it provides solutions that we offer elsewhere that may not be apparent to them, so they can then follow up based on their energy use and act to save money. It's a great program. It contrasts the different savings, the same period from 1 year to the next, and it highlights discounted programs and pricing. So it's kind of a marketing and informational program that highlights how you can save energy if you're really not sure how to get started. And as I say, it's really been a well-received program that we send out to 60,000 customers on alternative months. Okay, we go to the next page. That program was implemented in October of 2020. You can shop from the convenience of your home. And this program is the marketplace. It's an online solution for products and services that you can purchase online, and then have them delivered either to your business or your home, and you install them yourselves. So think about all those smaller things that you feel comfortable and capable installing. This is a great source for them, and the pricing is just unbeatable. You will not find pricing like this in the regular retail channels. It started in October. It has both gas and electric solutions tailored to small business. And there are special offers occurring all the time. There are new products being introduced all the time. And you'll see in the next page, just some samples as we scroll through. Classic sort of setup here, 16 products, and we're adding new products all the time. There's about 30 in total now. You'll see on the right there, sorry, that close up there was a wall pack that goes on your exterior of your wall. And then you've got a whole series here of water saving solutions for efficiency, light bulbs, T8s, T5s, and so on. And you've got insulation and wrap. As I say, there's almost 30 products available there. And I would really encourage you to check in periodically if you don't see anything today. We've just introduced those air nozzles that complement Jeremy's program, the Find and Fix compressed air. And you can buy some of those components on this website now too. They literally just came online this week. And just a special for our small business community, all of you, if you'd like to go to the website, explore it. It's really a no pain effort, and you'll get a special discount, and we'll cover the cost of postage on anything that's delivered to your business or your home. Just use that code SBAM savings. And if you plug that in as you place your order, you'll get that free shipping on those. The address is dtemarketplace.com/business. So please check it out. It's really well worth it. And that's been going for a short while now and is being extremely well received. Okay, we go to the next page. The other program, actually, this program is a grocery program, and it's specific, as the name suggests, to grocery and convenience stores with emphasis on refrigeration. So if you have a refrigeration system in a retail environment, this is a great program to take advantage of. And this is, again, an assessment where we come to your place of business, and we're very focused on groceries and convenience stores and the refrigeration measures associated with them. These are areas that use a lot of energy. If they're not operated efficiently, that's a lot of wasted energy. So the initiative is designed very specifically to implement those savings, provide the assessment, discuss how you can get those savings, access the incentives associated with them. And typically you'll see at least 10 to 20% in savings once those measures are implemented. Similar to Jeremy's program, we have dedicated company that works with us on that. The Clear Result is the name of the company. We'll give you the details for that in a minute. There it is. So you can call that number 989-395-3844, and you'll talk to Cheryl, and she'll be happy to talk to you. If she's not available, she's out in the street talking with one of our other customers. So be sure to leave a message, include your phone number and details, and she'll get back to you and schedule a visit and see what's available in your specific business to save energy. Okay, we go to the next program. So the Midstream Platform is another opportunity for customers to self-help. And this really is kind of, as the name interjects, with a channel between the manufacturer, the person producing or the company producing the product, and the end user, you, the commercial customer. And here we focus on the distributor, so that you can actually go straight to the distributor, and the distributor pricing already factors in the discounts and the incentives. So if you choose to go to the distributor directly, or you work with your contractor who goes there, they can get the discounted pricing as an alternative to using an assessment or other ways to do it. So again, it's a no obligation commitment that if you want to go there, you'll get great pricing, and the distributor network is available on our website. So if we go through that, we have 3 programs specific that we talk about. Why do we do this? Makes it easier for our customers to participate in energy efficiency. It really is focused again on small and mid-sized customers who like to be hands-on, do things themselves, where they feel comfortable doing it. They don't want to get into the obligation of a more comprehensive program or activity. They see a need and they can go, for instance, in lighting, in heating, and whatever. There's a couple of areas there, and we'll talk about those in some detail. So the process involves, for Midstream, customer is interested in a product, an item they want to buy. They talk to their distributor for that product. He confirms that the program or the product they're interested in is eligible for the rebate. He confirms after the installation address, so that we obviously are only serving DTE customers. So that's what that's all about. The distributor then offers a rebate when the item is purchased. So you're walking away with the item as you purchase it with the rebate. So there's no more application involved. And then the distributor submits the invoice to us and we pay the distributor. So that's about as painless as it gets if you're willing to drive to the location and pick up the item. And we're going to talk now about some specific ones. So here's a Midstream lighting program. There's dedicated electrical distributors that are members of this program. Distributors verify the installation address. As I said, the lighting is specifically qualified and therefore incentivized lighting, Energy Star lighting, and the Design Lights Consortium items as well are featured in that program. The incentives are provided at the point of purchase. There's no application or paperwork needed. It really is painless. And we pay a minimum of $1 per item requiring a discount for. So it's very, very cost effective in doing that. And for lighting specifically, there's that URL. And we go, DTEenergy.com midstream lighting. So again, Jeremy, as Jeremy said, you'll get a chance to review these details later on. So this is Midstream Food Services. Again, you can see a little bit of overlap with the grocery store, but again, it gives the customer and maybe the customer's contractor the opportunity to go straight to the source, the distributor, supporting electric only, both electric and natural gas or natural gas only customers. And this is the food service, and you can see there the range of measures or items that are available, all incentivized at the point, at the midstream point, and therefore you are paying for them after receiving the incentives. So there's great pricing there to ease the cost of entry. And we really encourage you to explore those. Finally, in the HVAC side, heating, ventilation, air conditioning, again, electric and natural gas solutions to explore there through the distributor network through DTEincentives.com. So some great programs there, those three. If you choose to do things yourself, and additionally to going through your usual retail outlets, you can go to the distributor desk and get the incentives already baked in. Okay. So the next program is Controlled Environmental Agriculture. As you're aware, this is a new and growing area that we're piloting for controlled substances. As you can imagine, they require a lot of lighting to get the right growing conditions, which are pretty unique in this environment. So as we go in there, we're developing that and we're testing it to see how effective it is. We knew it was going to be a growth area for energy consumption, and we want to be there to support legal growth of cannabis, hemp, as well as other foods that are grown in greenhousing and other situations. And it supports both new construction and existing buildings, greenhouses, or not. A controlled grow lighting focus with incentives at 15 cents per kWh. And the audits, assessments that occur for these can be done virtually or in person. So you can follow up on that, and the follow-up details are on the next page. You can see that there. Check out grow.dtenergy.com. And William Clemens, very knowledgeable engineer in that field and the energy field in general, will help you through that. If you have questions, you want to email him or investigate the program, send an email to grow.energy@evergreenefficiency.com. Another great program, something brand new that we're pleased to be participating in to manage their energy use. Okay, we go to the next one. So with that, we covered a lot of ground, a lot of programs, a lot of opportunities, but how do you finance them? You may not have the resources. So here's two partners that work with DTE Energy, PACE, the Property Assessed Clean Energy organization, and they will help with funding. And they do projects up to quite large ones. And they are involved in long-term financing with a fixed interest rate. So you've got nice predictable payments. And alternatively, there's the Michigan Saves organization, which is for smaller projects, two really large ones too, starting as low as $5,000 and available to all types of businesses with all kinds of flexible options, terms, and so on. So again, we're trying to help you here complete the whole equation, help you identify the opportunity through assessments, or the opportunity, so maybe go through Midstream, and then how do we pay for it? How do you pay for it? We've got a couple of partners there that have been working with us very successfully for quite a few years now in Michigan Saves and PACE. So with that, I think I'm going to toss it back to Jeremy, and he'll close the discussion. Thank you.
Thanks, Raymond. Yeah, it was a nice job kind of cutting through the programs, and we just really want to stress a couple of things. And as Raymond mentioned, the amount of customers that we talk to who haven't taken advantage of these programs is pretty staggering. There's a lot of people who just do the projects and aren't aware of the rebates. So we just wanted to take this opportunity to share this information with you, and just want to say thanks for spending a little bit of time with us, and just kind of wanted to reiterate that there's no right or wrong way to do this, and there's no one size fits all approach. And so, whether you need our help, we can help. If you don't, we can work with you. If you're a DIY person, you want to go to the store and purchase the equipment yourself. Again, we have a full range of incentives that can cover any project. We also have, I didn't go into detail on this, but we have a more advanced program for, we call it custom. So things that don't typically fit in a box, or you're in a special vertical market, or something along those lines. But just to kind of bring the whole big picture together, we're here to help you and really be as energy efficient as possible. As I mentioned, that's a great benefit to DTE, goes along with our clean energy future and working towards our net zero carbon emissions. So by us introducing energy efficiency, we're able to reduce the load on our substations, and obviously help with the efficiencies for customers, which hopefully ultimately will lead to less of a bill. And just a little bit of kind of what's heading down the pipeline for us. We have a filing that we're working on right now. It'll be filed in July, which is going to be the continuation of the program for another 2 years. So we work directly with the Michigan Public Service Commission on this. These are programs that are approved by the MPSC with a lot of buy-in from all of their stakeholders. So we're just continuing to stand up new programs and really work to help all of you guys. So on behalf of DTE and Raymond and I just want to say thank you for spending a little bit of time on this beautiful sunny afternoon. And now I'm going to pass it over to Sarah, and we'll kind of see if we have some questions.
Thank you. We did have a couple questions that came through that then got answered while we were going. So I think
Nice.
We're all set there. But we really appreciate you taking the time to walk our members through what's available. And just, again, Jeremy and Raymond, they put out a lot of information, websites and savings codes and everything else. But I'll remind you that you can always come directly to us, spam.org/energy, and we can help you get in touch with the right people at DTE to help you through any of the projects, or just to think about what your business might need going forward. So Jeremy and Raymond, thank you as always for spending time with us, and hope everybody has a wonderful rest of your afternoon.
Thank
Hey,
you.
guys.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.